What's happening, financial coaches? It's Pete here. I've got an exciting announcement here. I actually want to bring a few of you together so that we can discuss and learn from one of our colleagues here on the channel. So, one of the great things about putting up this channel was that I got to meet and connect with a bunch of financial coaches. And if I haven't connected with you and you would like to connect, I would certainly love to meet you. But Dominique is a new financial coach. She has been pursuing coaching as a side hustle here, and she has been doing some great things this year, just kind of putting herself out there, doing some video, marketing herself, getting her message out there, kind of thinking about what those messages are to put out there so that she's providing value for people. And that is starting to lead to inquiries and conversations, right? And I think this is the issue for a lot of people that want to get into financial coaching. We think that kind of getting trained and getting educated and getting our process in place and building the business and having a website and a URL and some content and worksheets and all that stuff then leads to clients. And yet, I think all of that stuff is fine, but the gap between getting our first client and not getting our first client is all about marketing, putting ourselves out there and building a relationship and putting our message out there and starting to entice people that we should be connecting with them, right? And building rapport with them virtually. And she is doing that in a really successful way, and putting that out there, and like I said, balancing that with her full-time job and all that. So the great thing about that is I think a lot of people are struggling with that little gap, right? They've kind of got themselves trained, they've got some materials out there, they're ready to start having that conversation with people, but how do they do that? And I think, Dominique can talk to you about how or what it takes to get yourself out there. What do you have to think about in terms of messaging? Do you have to worry about how glossy your production is? Do you have to have a sweet logo, and all of those things. And what I wanted to do is ask her to come on and just be a target for us to be able to ask questions, bounce questions off her for a lot of us, or if you're building your business or thinking about getting out there or thinking about how to market yourself, I would love for you to jump on here. I will ask her some questions, kind of give her the opportunity to give us a lay of the land for her, what she's doing, and then what's that resulting in, and then have you ask any questions that you want of her and kind of pick her brain and get advice from someone who's actually doing it right now. Problem for me is that because, I started building this years ago, it's just not the same. It's not kind of the same scenario. I used to do a lot of things in person and workshops, which I think is still a great idea when you're allowed to do them. But, she's building this during the pandemic year, totally virtually. And so I think there's a lot of good lessons and a great little mind here to pick her brain and get those nuggets so that you can take those and apply them to your financial coaching business as you're building it. So if you are interested in joining us, what I want to do is I'm going to limit it to just a few people because I want people to be able to ask questions, get answers, have a nice little intimate conversation. And if this goes well, maybe we'll have some more. But this is going to be on Wednesday, November 4th at 11 a.m. Central. So I'm going to put a link to register to that video call, that Zoom call, in the description below. So if you want to jump on there and register, follow the link, jump on there. Would love to have you there. Like I said, I will ask Dominique some intro questions, but then the rest of the time will just be for the hour. I think I'm booked it for an hour. The rest of the time will be for you to ask her any questions, from someone who's really building a business right now, and just kind of take all that information and absorb it and use it yourself and hopefully exploit it and, build your own financial coaching business to the place you want to be too. So for the first of many, and we'll have some other people on, I'm talking to some other people that I've been working with who are, working with clients, getting some income, and kind of the things that they're thinking about right now, as they are kind of continuing to bring on more and more clients. So more opportunities to have some of these people who are really in the trenches and doing it to be resources for you. So hopefully I will see you then. I'm looking forward to having you on November 4th. If we have more people sign up than we have spots for, I tell you what, we will set up another one because I want people to get connected and get the information that they need. So hopefully see you there.